Hey everyone, Michael here. Anyways, I wanted to do a little update on that for this first week on some of the skills that you guys are learning here. And I'm going to do kind of a re-emphasis on one of the key skills I taught you in the last video. Alright. Now, you guys remember with how I told you guys to fall into your soul. Now, there's a couple of methods how you can do this, and now I'm going to explain them each in depth. Now, for this first one. Alright. For the first one here, alright, I want you to imagine yourself going inside a deep, dark tunnel. Alright, you want to just imagine yourself going inside that deep, dark tunnel. Here's a little trail. Let's say there's little rocks here. But you want to imagine yourself, let's say this is you. Yes, my little stick figures. And you're going to walk down into that tunnel there. You're just going to walk into it. And what I usually do is, I'll calm myself down, take a deep breath, and you can actually follow along with this if you want for a little meditation. Alright, but what you want to do is calm yourself down, get yourself all settled in, and take a deep breath, close your eyes. Imagine yourself at that tunnel's door, walk into the tunnel, and you might hear the whistling of wind going in and out of the tunnel, maybe some little water droplets from the top of the cave, and you'll just feel yourself going inward inside yourself. Just feel yourself going inward, and that's where that tunnel leads. And as you go into the tunnel more and more, you'll calm more and down, and you'll begin to sense your own heartbeat. You'll be able to begin to hear it in your own breathing, and then you'll even begin to transcend that, where you'll just hear your own mind and your own thoughts, and you'll be able to feel your own heart, like what it feels like when you're in your most calmest state, when you go on walks or when you're really thinking about something. You'll go into that place, and you'll see kind of a light up ahead. Now, for me, usually this light is like a pit, like down there. When I get to like the edge of the tunnel there, or it'll be up above me. If it's below me, I'll jump into that pit and fall in, or I'll feel myself float up into the light, and there I'll be able to, get in touch with my own soul and my own heart. And it's also useful just to sit below it or just to the side of it if it's a pit. So like if it's the pit here, you can open your eyes if you like. You're going to just sit right next to it and just kind of feel yourself like almost kind of, you can even close your eyes in this little world here, or you can just kind of stare into it and just kind of feel what it is and just feel that stillness in you. And the reason you want to feel that stillness is in that stillness you get to feel really a lot of who you are, and you gain a lot of your deepest and strongest ideas from there. And when you actually get up to where you do go into that light here, I'm going to draw that in green here. Let's say this is the light down here. Okay, it's shining or whatever. And when you go into that light, you're going to kind of immerse yourself into it, and you're going to feel yourself pretty much almost what I like to call just falling into it. And you heard me express that in the last video. So you want to feel yourself be completely immersed in it. And you want to merge with it and just feel that inner silence in there, and all that inner love of who you are. And you may get flashes of things like of love and who you are and what you're supposed to do. There's a lot of things that can happen in there. I mean, there's just so many things. Or you might even have a voice where it will tell you like how you can help heal yourself and such. But enough on that for the next technique. And all of these accomplish the same thing. It just kind of depends on what works best for you. Now the next technique is, okay, let me erase this. Alright, for this one, you can imagine yourself going up a mountain peak. Alright, let's say that's the mountain peak, and you're just kind of winding up this mountain trail, just kind of going in a little bit of a zigzag until you reach the top here. It's kind of a bit of a rocky crag or whatever. And you'll hear the wind whistling, towards the bottom here. And you want to just be relaxed like you were in the last one, for that last technique. And just relax yourself. You hear that wind whistle and it quiets down as you get towards the top. Now, when you get at the top, that same light will be there. And what you want to do, let's say this is you here. Alright. Okay, let's say that little guy on top of the hill is you. You just want to sit right under it and just listen. Just feel with your heart and, just listen for anything that's a voice or, just listen to your feelings or even just the inner silence, because it can tell. You can feel a lot of things in there that give you, okay, here's the best word for it. When you instantly know how to do something, or something just clicks there, that's where you often will find that kind of inspiration there. And when you just sit under this light up here. And when you feel ready, float up to that light. You literally want to feel that feeling of floating, so you want to imagine that feeling of floating. And I expressly mean you really want to feel that feeling of floating. And you want to imagine it, you want to feel it like you're floating in water or just floating upwards into that light here. And immerse yourself into it. And, same deal as last time, you may even see some past life memories. Or you might see your life when you were up in the stars and you traveled amongst the stars, and for some of you that are star seeds. Alright. For this last one, this is one that I use very commonly. And this is also probably one of the more quicker ways. These ones that I've expressed so far are for more deeper meditation, and this one can be just as deep, but I usually use this for more quicker times when I need to go down deep into my heart, and I'm also most used to this one as well. Alright, so what you want to do, okay, let's say this is your body here. Okay, I'm going to draw a really weird man or woman, whichever you like to. See, they have a really long neck. I know this is terrible drawing. Alright, got the little fingers down here, got the chest, got the legs. Okay. Okay. Now I know a lot of this sounds silly and very simple, but sometimes the most simplest things work. Now, this guy, honestly, he looks like an alien. Between you and me, maybe I'm drawing I'm just having an alien kind of day. Or I'm drawing aliens today. Okay. Now what you want to do is, most of the time, your focus of where your conscious is right here. And you'll feel it right between your eyes, and that's also that's the presence of your third eye, because it's let me show you something. Close your eyes, and you'll immediately feel a shift that goes right directly up to the third eye where its location is. So you'll feel it shift right here, and that's where it is. Okay, and I'll show that in my third eye video sometime whenever I get around to finishing it. But the key is, you want to know that presence of where that exactly is. So you feel that presence. Alright, so right here, or wherever you feel that presence. Sometimes some people are very strong down here in their hearts and they'll have a lot there, so a lot less to go to travel then. So what you'll do is you'll feel you want to literally feel yourself kind of falling, that falling sensation. You want to kind of imagine that is the best way I can describe it. Or you can just, feel it, whatever, and whatever works for you. But you want to settle right down here, right in that heart center here. And it'll kind of feel like you're falling through kind of blackness or darkness at first, because there's a kind of a separation. That's why, like when you're in the climbing up the mountain or climbing or going through that dark tunnel, it'll kind of feel dark in there for a sec. It's that same kind of dark area you're going through. And the reason for that dark area is, and it's often right around here, give or take, that dark area is your subconscious that you're traveling through. And, it also contains memories of like what happened before, your higher self along the way. And those will become clear and revealed to you over time as you go into that light and it reveals more. And that's why I'm saying this is a very important skill. And, I'll get more into like how you can begin to reveal those other parts in you and reveal part of those shadows that contain those memories. So key is you want to feel that falling, and like you fall through that kind of darkness, you go through it, and then you'll see kind of a light up ahead, and you just want to fall into it and immerse yourself in that light. Or you kind of stay to the outside, and you can just stay in the presence there. But the very key thing at the end is you want to immerse yourself in it, because in that moment you get to feel what it's like to be the true you. And that's a very special feeling. And you get a true sense of who you are a little bit. And the more you immerse yourself in that, the more you get to feel who you are. And this is the very first step into this merging of these consciousnesses, of these three minds. And this is the very core skill I really want to express. You will do this every day. And as I said before, like you can do each of these in deep meditation. And like I expressed earlier, it's like ask your heart moment to moment of like, what do you want to show me today? And that connects to the higher self and also the lower self and also the conscious mind. So all three will be interacting at some level, but mostly you're asking that question to the higher self. Like, what can you show me today? And, an answer may not come to me or information, but something may happen that day that will show you. So it's like, it may not always come in the way you expect it. So be aware of that. And, you may find out what you want to do, and, things may change a little bit because it wants to show you new things and it doesn't want to limit you. Anyways, I've kept this video long enough. And if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below. And, if you want to see more and stuff, like, subscribe, ask questions, I will respond to them below and respond to them best I can. Anyway, have a great day, guys. And I'm hoping I'll have another video out here soon. Anyways, have a great day.